Smitty.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. What's a strength curve?
What's a strength curve? That's what you wanted to ask. I'm super glad you asked. All right, this is take one. So, a strength curve, first off, if you're a newbie, brand new to the gym, this is still cool to know about because it's important later down the track, but you don't need to worry or stress about this too much. Just rocking up to the gym and lifting will be enough. The longer you've been at it or the more you want to get out of gym, if it's something that's really important to you, getting the most out of your body, performance-wise, muscle, strength, I think learning about strength curves can really make a difference. Basically, if we're doing any lift, you've got points of the lift. If we're doing a bicep curl, we've got points of the lift that are a weaker position for the muscle, and we've got positions that are a stronger position for the muscle. Now, if the point of exercise is to take a muscle to its limit, to take it to failure, then a lot of the times we'll fail a lift. Let's say a bicep curl, we're going to fail at the bottom here, and it's not because we've actually taken the muscle to full failure. It's that in this stretched position, it's actually not a strong position for that actin and myosin, it's called. So we fail because we're in an inefficient position, not because the muscle is fully fatigued. Okay, so we want to do things to try and make sure we hit full muscle failure in order to get the best results. So the reason I wanted to make this video was Brad put up a video here at Stronghouse. He's got these Strive machines, and the Strive machines have this thing on it called a cam. Should I do the cam joke again?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know why it's called a cam. Maybe it stands for something. I call it a Cameron Diaz. Yeah, that's the joke. Now, even if you don't have a Strive machine, I mean, these are at other gyms. I've seen them at Powerhouse in Bayswater, probably other Powerhouse. What it does is it can make different positions of the lift harder and easier. So you can, do one set with it set here, and the stretch position is really hard, but the rest is easy, and then you can do the opposite. And then you can even change mid-set, or 1 week do it one way, and 1 week do it the other way. Not everyone has access to these machines, so they're kind of a luxury. And the longer you've been at gym, you'll start finding gyms and ways to train that feel better. And they feel better because the machines are designed better, nice and smooth, and they've got a nice strength curve. They work with the strength of your body. So another example would be something like a pull-up. In a pull-up position, when we're just hanging like this, the lats and the bicep are in a really lengthened position. They're not in a great position to produce a lot of force, so that can be quite hard. So you might fail a lift here on a pull-up and think that your back has hit failure, when really it's just in an inefficient position. The actin and myosin can't create a cross bridge to contract the muscle. I know that sounds like jargon, but it's just an inefficient position. You haven't actually fatigued the muscle. So if I was doing pull-ups, okay, and the top position is harder as well because you're lifting a lot of weight, and also because everything's contracted, and when things are contracted, the actin and myosin aren't in a strong position again. So what I would do on a pull is maybe on the way down, when I know I'm nearing failure, don't go all the way down. You don't have to hit full range of motion, and then come up from there. And that's where sometimes a spotter or a machine that gets easier at the top, that's why it would be designed that way, and that's working with the strength curves. So if you're training on your own, it's a little bit harder. If you're training with a spotter, they can push you through certain parts of the movement to make sure you hit failure. But then you've got machines that are designed to help you hit failure. So it's why I'm pro machine. Not that every machine's great. The Nautilus machines are fantastic. Hammer strength, a lot of hammer strength machines keep this in mind. These Strive machines keep this in mind. Some machines at a normal gym, they're just moving a weight and they don't really take into account what your body actually does. So a lot of chest press machines just go straight out when the chest brings the arms across the body. So unless something is coming in, I wouldn't call it a chest press machine. Anyway, I diverge. So it's worth learning about. Another cool little trick if you learn about, so if I'm hanging, that's called passive insufficiency. And if I'm contracted, it's called active insufficiency. And a cool little trick that you can try at home is if I use my forearms as example, if I contract my forearms fully, and then, so my forearm muscles go around here and they move my cute little fingies. If I try and contract as much as possible and then squeeze here, that's gonna be a really weak position, and someone can just go like this and it'll go through. If I put it into passive insufficiency, so really lengthened position, and squeeze as hard as I can, it's a bit harder, but same thing, quite easy. If I relax into just a neutral position and squeeze here as much as possible, I'll still be able to do it because I'm strong as heck. But well, it's hard to know if I'm trying or not. So get someone else to do it for you. But the point is, in this position, that's where you're strongest. So learning strength curves, learning where you're strongest is so important, especially if you're trying to move as much weight as possible. Find the positions where your muscles can produce the most force so that you win the competition, get heaps of trophies, get heaps of babes. All right. If you're training for muscle size or trying to get to failure, you don't want the exercise to be easy. You want to challenge the muscles fully. So therefore, you need to do the opposite and make the exercise hard. I hope that makes sense. It doesn't make sense in my head, but I think it's because I'm overthinking it and trying to word it so correctly. So let me know if you enjoyed the video. If you have any feedback, send it to Tom at... What's your email, Tom? Email stronghouse@gmail.com and send in your complaints about this video.
Bye.